going to be showing you how to add distortion to your drum beat. So I've got Don Walker's here. Here's the original drum beat. I want to give that a bit more warmth and bite through adding some distortion. So we're going to use something called a plugin. Logic's full of different plugins. These allow you to do various different things, and the computer doesn't have to read them all at once. So we need to tell Logic that we'd like to add some distortion. So we'll just double check what track we're on, track number 6. We're going to go down to our mixer window. In Mixer, we now have all our various tracks along the bottom, how loud or quiet they are, and other controls. Let's have a quick listen to our piece. Just double check. There's track 6. You can see it there. Now, on this screen, we've got some plugins here. 2 are already being used, but I've got 3 empty slots. I'm going to just click on an empty slot, hold. I'm going to choose Distortion, Distortion, and the only option there is Stereo. Click. You can see now a new window has opened up. Let's make that a bit bigger so we can see what this window is. This is our distortion plugin. There are some basic controls on here to learn. Number 1, output is how much of the distortion you want to finally hear. So if we set that fairly low to start with. Tone, this affects which parts of the sound you're adding the effect to, whether it's the bass, middle or treble. So we're going to look at that in a moment. Here's a picture of what the distortion is doing to the sound. It just helps you visualize what you're doing. And drive. Now the drive, this slider lets you choose how much saturation you want the distortion to have. In other words, how much distortion is going on. So let's start listening to our sound again, and we'll start playing with these so I can demonstrate what it sounds like. So at the minute, let's pop some distortion in. Very quiet at the minute. That's because I've cut all the sounds. When I start adding some tone now, you'll hear just the bass sounds creeping in. Add a bit of volume so you can hear this. Now, as I start adding more tone, you will notice more of the middle sounds now creeping in. If I continue higher, you'll hear some of the mid to high sounds. From now on, anything I add will sound quite tinny because all the high sounds will be boosted. All the tss sounds and those tinny top sounds are being boosted. The full sound being boosted. So let's just bring that down to a comfortable level, and you just use your ear to where you like. Right, let's come back to our drive button. The more I add here on this slider, the more distortion is added. Let's boost it up gradually. You can see the picture's changed, quite a raggedy sound there, bit of bite going in, even more, and even more. Ooh, very harsh. Ooh. And at the top. A bit much. So what you need to do is decide how much you want to have in. I'm going to come to take my slider up until I'm happy. Happy with that. If I want to hear the original again, I can click bypass. There's my original sound without the distortion. Let's turn it on again. There's my sound with the distortion. So there you go, Don Walker. That is distinct distortion added to your drum loop. Your turn to have a go, all of you.